Thinking about tutoring students on a weekly basis in math was terrifying to me. I kept thinking to myself, how in the world am I going to make this a fun and worthwhile experience when I myself have hated math for so many years? I truly believed that I'd be walking into these tutoring sessions completely unprepared and leave them feeling as if the students were not learning anything. However, I was pleasantly surprised with the way that my partner and I worked together to create fun games, activities, and projects for the kids to do together and separately to help strengthen their knowledge of mathematical concepts. Throughout the weeks of teaching these students, I became more comfortable writing lessons, preparing games, and working with my students. Even though I hated math for so long, I found myself getting more excited over a new game I was planning or a math activity. I never thought the day would come where I could be excited about something with the word math in it. Although I am not 100% comfortable with teaching mathematics yet, I am certainly learning how to invest myself in it. At the beginning of creating my first lesson plan, I wasn't really confident or prepared to create objective statements and really didn't understand the importance of stating the objective to the students. After the first 2 lessons that our professor wrote for us, I began to understand why the objective statement was so important and necessary. The students love to hear what we are going to learn about, and it is very important to make them aware of what we will be learning in class. After a few trials and error, I am finally able to create well-written objective statements that are understandable for the students and easy to follow up on with an assessment. I have found the assessments very beneficial because they collect so much necessary and important information that can help with the future lesson planning. Math was the worst and most unenjoyable subject I have ever encountered. I always dreaded math classes, homework, and anything that had to do with geometry. I never had activities, projects, or even games to help me understand what I was learning, and because I am such a visual learner, that was something that I desperately needed. I really wish that my teachers had really thought ahead to what they might have done to help their students enjoy and understand mathematics, instead of pushing it on us with papers and whiteboards. I truly believe that as a future teacher, I can help make math fun for students that were like me as a child. Behavior management was something that I really struggled with and was very nervous to implement. Going into weekly tutoring, I had no idea what I was going to do about working with behavior management, but it was quickly learned after the first week. I didn't really expect our students to be too out of hand and believe that they would be calm, listen, and participate. However, I was wrong and they did get out of hand with my partner and I very quickly. Fortunately, we were able to use what we learned in class to get the students back into the control, and we hooked them with some fun activities. I am very happy that I was able to have this math tutoring field experience, so I feel better prepared for my future teaching. Not only did I learn how to create fun games, activities, and projects that help in the students' learning, but I also learned how to manage a group of students, prepare for a lesson, create a lesson plan, and how to handle lesson planning stress. One of the most important things that I learned was the fact that math can be fun and enjoyable, but that it is just the way that it is taught to the students and the teachers' attitudes towards it. Going in with a positive attitude helps with the lesson as well as helping the students feel more excited about the topic. Teaching math is something that I will struggle with in the future, but not as much as I had originally thought. Now I have resources, experience, and a new mindset in the way that I approach mathematics.